Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. I'm your host Ramon Azab, aka Remon with Team Skunk. I wanted to make a video here on the best team or class synergies uh, based on the obviously leader abilities and characters involved in, let's say, separate classes, like for example Resistance, First Order, so on and so forth. Now, um, as far as that goes, I happen to have a, GW available here, so we're going to get into that. But before I go into the first of the top five uh, class synergies here, I wanted to mention that I'm going to be a guest on the Real Sith of Genius live show on Wednesday, the 24th at 8 p.m. So that's 2 days from now. You're going to be able to, check out a link in the description to this video, which will bring you directly to their channel and to the live stream. Now, we're going to be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be going over the patch notes for the most recent patch last week, going over the new Cantina energy drop, and of course the drop in cost, and also we're going to be discussing, of course, a little bit of Palpatine and the upcoming raid. So if you guys want to check that out, again, that'll be on Wednesday night, the 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'd love to see you guys over there, so you can, jump in the chat, and we can go ahead and discuss anything you like. But now, the first of the top five class synergies, I'm going to go with the Ewoks. Okay, so now the Ewoks are a interesting group because they have a great synergy with each other. The problem with the Ewoks is they really just don't have a ton of damage, right? So the Ewoks just work really well together. Now my Ewoks are all 7 stars. They're various different gear levels. I don't have really any of them maxed out. I'm not one of those guys that went for the T-bow in the raid, even though I could have. It's just um, I don't really try to compete against my guild mates for gear. So I mean, I just go with standard standard Rex, Phasma, Rey, Leia, and Qui-Gon Jinn team, which is fun. So the Ewoks, again, they work really well together. This move here from T-bow, Ewok Scramble Tactics, gives 70% turn meter to all Ewoks. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Start off. Now, this ability here from Chief Chirpa, Tribal Unity, is going to call and assist. So we're going to send that in on Darth Vader here. And try to see if we can reduce some turn meter. Get him with a basic. Another basic. Okay, so Chewie just taunted. Let's go for another basic here with Ewok Elder and Scout. Now, this ability here, Bring Low by T-bow, is going to go ahead and remove the taunt from Chewie. That's excellent. Now, this ability by Chirpa, Ancestral Secrets, is going to give all the Ewoks retribution, so they're going to get counterattack. So if Palpatine here, or sorry, Darth Sidious here does his AoE, they're going to all just pounce on him because they're going to all have counterattack. So let's go ahead and throw that up. Okay, we'll try to stun Darth Vader, and we get that done. Let's check this out. So they totally wrecked Darth Sidious there. Let's go ahead and remove these negative effects with Tribal Healer from Ewok Elder. Now we're going to try to get rid of Sidious. Excellent. We'll go for Darth Vader here to finish him off. Stun works too. It's funny seeing an AoE attack on 4 characters with Retribution. Now, let's go for Luminara, because she does the most damage here out of this bunch. So they do a mixture of different things. You know, they can dispel, they can heal, they can remove negative effects, they can increase turn meter, they can go stealth, they can revive with Ewok Elder, they can call and assist with Chief Chirpa. So the Ewoks definitely have a real interesting team. You know, the most damage you're going to get really is out of Ewok Scout, but they really don't do a ton of damage, and that's probably their biggest downfall. So, you know, I'd say if they added a fifth Ewok that, you know, had a pretty good synergy with the rest of the team, and maybe increase their damage in some way with a unique or something, maybe somebody else with another leader ability, that would be pretty cool. But other than that, their team synergy is fantastic. So they're a lot of fun to use, and they work really well together. Let's go ahead and just try to get rid of Chewie here. Go ahead and auto the rest of this. All right. So that's my number 5 top class synergy. Now going on to number 4 here, we're going to go with Chief Nebbit and the Jawas. I'm missing a Jawa here. There we go. There's a scavenger. Okay. So, yeah, this team works really well together. Again, they're not so overpowering that they can really be a huge powerhouse in arena, but their synergy is just great. Their team synergy, they work really well together. They stealth each other. You know, they throw thermal detonators. They do AoE stuns. So let's go ahead and throw up Recalibrate here, which is going to give all the Jawas turn meter, just like the droids. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do an AoE stun. Now we're going to go ahead and do another AoE stun, Stun Surprise. Now I'm going to run up and do a basic here with Scavenger. It's going to give Darth Sidious offense down. Now we're going to go ahead and taunt with Chief Nebbit here. Now that's going to reduce all the cooldowns for all the Jawas that just did their specials. So let's go ahead and taunt. Now Mace Windu can remove taunt, so we probably want to get rid of him as soon as possible. But this thermal detonator, I'm going to throw on Luminara. And that happened. So, okay, let's throw another detonator here on Mace. That missed. Let's see if we can detonate Luminara's thermal detonators here with a Scrap Bomb by the Jawa Scavenger. This detonates all thermal detonators and also has a 50% chance to inflict defense down, healing immunity, and tenacity down for 2 turns on detonated targets. So this is a pretty cool ability by Jawa Scavenger. Let's check this out. Okay, so he stuck defense down on Luminara and Savage Opress. Okay, so let's throw up a bomb over here. Now this is a cool ability here. Chief Nebbit calls in assist. All Jawa called to assist gain stealth for 3 turns, and he's going to call 2 Jawas in for assist. So Let's go ahead and use Desert Ambush. It's pretty cool. So we have 2 stealth Jawas now. Now we're going to go ahead and throw another detonator here on Mace Windu. Let's throw another detonator here. So the Jawas do, you know, the Jawa and Doth actually do some pretty decent damage with their basics. But as you can see, Scavenger is just kind of like a little bit of a tickle. And, you know, Jawa Engineer does what he does. Let's go ahead and taunt again here with Nebbit. I want to see if I can just get these guys all wiped out here with a with another bomb, but doesn't look like we're going to need to do that. I think that will finish off Sidious here. Let's throw this. Anyway, the Jawas, like I said, they have a lot of cool tricks up their sleeve. They're definitely an interesting team, and they synergize really well with each other, especially now that they added the 2 new characters, Scavenger and Chief Nebbit. So the Jawa and the Doth actually hit really, you know, pretty hard. They can do over 10k damage on a basic, but again, they just don't hit hard enough overall, I think, and they don't have a dispel. So that kind of makes it tough to be an arena team right now, especially with a lot of people running double taunts. But the 3rd best class synergy, I'm going to have to go ahead and say at this point it's going to be Emperor Palpatine and the Empire. So let's run him. Royal Guard. Magma Trooper. And just for fun, we're going to throw in another Sith. I'm going to throw Darth Maul in there. Okay, so the Empire synergy is pretty cool. Again, you know, the turn meter they get from negative status effects is really great. We're going to go ahead and try to shock Geonosian Soldier here. Okay. Magma Trooper's bomb. Let's go ahead and give everybody defense up. Now Darth Vader's going to do his AoE. If he sticks all those dots, he's going to get to go again. So now we're going to go with Geonosian Soldier here. Darth Maul's going to throw his AoE. So now Palpatine we're going to go ahead and do an AoE shock here, or an AoE stun with Power of the Dark Side. 70% chance to stun here. So we have 2 stun characters. Now we'll try to stun 5s here. Not successful. But the term meter from the negative effect is really cool. So, you know, if you have Tarkin, depending on the team that you're running, there's definitely a lot of cool things with that. That was kind of weird there with that pink blotch on the screen. Let's see if we can wipe out Darth Sidious here. We did. And try to not quite with 5s. Alright, let's shock him. He does some pretty good damage. So, yeah, I mean, I'd say, again, the third best class synergy right now would have to be the Empire. Just in my opinion. Now, going to the second best class synergy, and that's going to definitely be the Rebels. That's gonna go either way, with either Akbar, with Lando, or with the Wedge and Biggs Darklighter combo, which is what we're gonna roll with here. Just give me a second. Okay. We can roll with Stormtrooper Han, Lando, and Leia. So the Rebels have a great synergy. Now this lead gives them offense, and then they also get health back, and they get a wealth of of offense together. I know that for sure. So I mean, offhand, let's see here. Leia, I know if she was behind an Akbar lead, if she were to do this stealth here, she would actually get an attack from one of the other rebels. You don't get that with the Wedge leader, but you do get an increase in damage and an increase in speed for him and Biggs Darklighter if they're both present. So let's go ahead with the AoE here. You can see how much damage that does. Now we're going to go ahead and taunt. We're going to do the AoE here with Lando. And as long as he crits more than once, it's going to reset the cooldown on that. Let's call an assist here on Darth Vader. That's going to call in Wedge for the assist as well. So it could be any other character here in Wedge Antilles. That's going to take care of him. Now let's go for Qui-Gon here with Wedge. Leia is always dangerous. Lando again with his AoE double down. Does a lot of damage. That Rebel synergy is just great. I mean, the increase in damage to Lando's AoE, plus you know, he gets to reset the cooldown on that AoE if he crits twice. You know, you get crit chance from Princess Leia, so that's great. And of course, the Wigs, or the Wedge and Biggs combo, has been a pretty deadly one lately in Arena, if you guys haven't seen it. Now, the number one class synergy in the game is none other than, of course, the droids with Jawa Engineer. And how would I know? Because I run them. So I can tell you they are definitely the best defensive team right now that I've seen. So let's go again and get the engineer in here. Now I run a little bit of a different variation of the droid team. I run the Droid Dream Team with General Grievous and B2. I've modded them up for speed and crit damage, so They're definitely a hard-hitting bunch that goes pretty quick. And let's go ahead and start it off here. Jawa Engineer synergizes great with them because of his ability to increase turn meter. He also revives droids. So we're going to go ahead and pull Recalibrate here to increase all the droids' turn meter 45%. Okay, that gets everybody's health bars all the way up except for B2 at the moment, because he would have to be a little bit faster to do that, but there's a reason I have him going last. So now let's go for Luminara here. We should be able to take her out. You see that combination of Grievous and 86, it does a lot of damage. Let's go ahead with the AoE here. Now with the HK leader with the droids, you get 50% turn meter. Let's see here. You get droid allies gain 30% crit chance and gain 50% turn meter on a critical hit. So just give you some insight as to why this team is so good. Now you can see here on top of all of them, when Jawa Engineer does Recalibrate, he gives all the droids crit chance up. Okay, so what that does is give all the droids 25% crit chance increase. They also get a crit chance increase here from the HK-47 leader, so they get 30% crit chance there, so that's a 55% crit chance increase onto whatever base stats that they currently have. So if they already have 30% crit chance or 40% crit chance, that's going to increase them an additional 55% crit chance, so they're going to have a very high chance to do a critical hit, and then every time that they crit, they get 50% turn meter on a crit. So for example, I'm throwing in a bomb here, the Meatbag Mayhem from HK-47. He crit at least twice there, so that gave him 100% turn meter. Now he gets to go again. So we're going to go ahead and try to take out Ahsoka. Now same thing with General Grievous here. I'm going to use his Grievous Wounds, which is an all-out attack, and he's going to get 100% turn meter again. You see, now he gets to go once again. Now his other ability here, for the purposes of this, actually let's go ahead with a basic on Savage Opress. Almost 13k damage on a crit there. Now we're going to go ahead and just clean the rest of the plate here with B2. Now again, this is against low-level Galactic War teams, but I assure you that in Arena, this team holds its own and does very well. Now, let's go ahead with the detonator here. We'll take out Consular, and now we're going to go ahead and finish off Talia. So you can see the droid team has a great synergy. They just work really well together, and overall they're just a great team in Arena, great team to get through some of those hard nodes in Galactic Wars. They do have a heal, although it's not a Barriss Offee heal or a Luminara heal. Jawa Engineer does heal them, and they can do a lot of damage. So that's the top 5 best class synergies in the game. You guys may have different opinions. If you feel a different way, please let me know in the comments section. I appreciate anybody checking it out. But again, thank you guys very much for checking out the video. Again, you can always come check me out over at teamskunk.com. Follow the instructions to Discord, and you can always send me a private message there. If you'd like to check out the Real Sith of Genius live show on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be there as well, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. Thanks, and may the Force be with you guys. Have a great night.